welcome to Find Out Nation. I'm one of your hosts, Jamie.
I'm one of your hosts, Nicole.
And we're here to talk about what happens when a nation starts fucking around and finding out. Nicole?
Would you like all 5,000 of our countdown? I feel like we have so many.
There's so many. Like, I expected at least one of these motherfuckers to end.
To be gone?
At some point.
I
know.
No.
We're still stuck in the quagmire of many of the problems that we've got brought into. So yes. Illuminate us with our countdowns.
187 days to the midterms.
Ooh, that feels good. That's like 6 months.
I know.
Like, that's seriously like 6 months.
Riley said today, because we were eating dinner and there was a local Missouri political commercial, and she's like, "Oh God, is it time for this again?" I'm like, "Yep, it is. This is going to be your summer." Yeah. So, we are 464 in to this disaster of a presidency.
Indeed.
74 days in to the government shutdown, partial government shutdown, and 60 days into the Iran war. Yes, ma'am. 60 days in. And how many gazillions of dollars?
Oh, and we have a number.
Service people dead, do you?
Today we have a number. So,
okay.
All right. Let's start with the Iran war because as I said, we do have a number. Today, there were several hearings around the war. I
missed them all. I was doing payroll. I
did too. In all fairness, I did too. I only got to read about him after the fact. I think Pete Hegseth is still there for crying out loud.
Yeah.
No, not. I was halfway joking, but he was testifying right up until 5, 6 o'clock tonight. It's crazy. So yes, we have a number. Acting Pentagon Comptroller Jules Hurst III, which thank God CNN told me it was Jules Hurst III.
Yeah.
I wonder if this guy goes by Jules Hurst III.
It sounds like a real douchebaggery name, but I'm glad that you know it's the third, so we didn't think it was his grandfather or father.
Indeed. You're welcome. But he testified at a House Armed Services Committee hearing today, along with Secretary Pete Hegseth and the Joint Chiefs of Staff Chairman Dan Kane.
Raising Cain.
This is what he said. Approximately of this day, we've spent about $25 billion. $25 billion on Operation Epic Fury.
Are you saying B, billion? B with a B?
With a B. Yes, ma'am. With a B. $25 billion on this war. Yes.
That still has not gone through congressional approval.
That's correct.
Has not been justified in any way.
Mm-mm.
And we have no exit strategy.
Nope. Hurst told the committee's top Democrat, Representative Adam Smith from Washington, that most of the costs are from munitions and included operations, maintenance, and equipment replacements. So guns and bullets. That's what we're spending our money on. Yeah. Okay. In addition to that, gas prices hit $4.23 per gallon.
Girl,
and a national average.
Yeah. Riley came home from work today and she's like, I had to get gas at Quick Trip here in town. It was $3.79.
Yes. And this is the middle of not the middle of nowhere, but we're the middle of the country. We're never this high.
Yeah. This
reflects a 40% increase since the start of the war. Excuse me. Yeah. Trump posted to Truth Social a picture. I have the hiccups now. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be embarrassing. I know, we're gonna get through this. I promise we're gonna get through this. Anyway, Trump posted on Truth Social this picture. I don't know if you saw it of himself. He's in a Men in Black suit and black sunglasses with a machine gun and
oh Jesus Christ,
desert blowing up behind him. And he says, Iran can't get their act together. They don't know how to sign a non-nuclear deal. They better get smart soon, President DJT.
They do too know how to sign one.
He also posted on Truth Social, Iran has just informed us that they are in a state of collapse. They want us to open the Hormuz Strait as soon as possible as they try to figure out their leadership situation, which I believe they will be able to do. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. It's these, thank you for your attention to this matter. And that's how you know how fucking unhinged this man truly is.
Yes.
But You know, did Iran call you? Did they?
Right. Because I doubt it. And so two things. They do know how to sign a non-nuclear agreement because they did it with Obama.
Yep.
And I thought they were controlling the Strait of Hormuz. Why do they need us to open it up?
Oh, indeed. Because all we're doing, of course, is the blockade.
The blockade, yeah.
That's right. But to your point, they control the whole rest of the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
So did they call you? Did they call you?
God,
and
he's
I
just
love the
fact. Worst.
I know, girl. And we have not one conversation planned. We have not one negotiation conversation planned.
Yeah.
We, to this day, are just trading memes on Facebook, over and over again, like idiots. And Trump's strategy is still the same. It's this blockade. Like he came out the other day and said, I want to extend the blockade. It's the only way that we're going to win. Okay.
We didn't have to do any of this. You got suckered into this shit by Israel. And now we're in a fucking quagmire in the fucking Middle East again.
I think that it's like, I think Netanyahu has something on Trump from the Epstein files.
Oh, that's entirely possible.
I 100% believe that's why Donald Trump is doing what he's doing. Yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
The Iran war rages on. And at this point, it's still just a dick measuring contest.
Yep.
And trading memes, AI memes on the internet.
All the American people want is universal health care.
I know. But we can't afford that.
Yeah. And like some free school lunches for our public school kids.
Can't afford that either.
Yeah. But by God, how much did you say? Billions in?
$25 billion in. And again, with no end in sight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. $500 million a day.
I did hear on my way home from work, I was listening to MSNBC and they were, Nicole Wallace was talking to somebody and I don't remember who it was, but might have been Ben Rhodes. But anyway, they were talking about how we are using so many like bombs or munitions and things like that, that insiders are saying we are really going to be screwed if an attack comes from China or Russia, because we are not going to have that. We don't have, like, we're whipping through our stockpile.
Well, and that doesn't surprise me in the least, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me in the least that would be an issue. And you're right. Like, I'm sure, because restocking all of that takes time. It takes time. It takes money. It takes effort. Like all of that takes time. And so being able to quickly respond if we were to have another encounter would definitely be difficult. And then, of course, all we're doing is taking pot shots at Germany today on True Social. That's been our MO all day. Yes.
For what?
Because I guess the German chancellor came out and specifically said, like, Trump make a deal. And so he's like, the German chancellor wants Iran to have nuclear weapons. He thinks it's a good idea, but I'm saving us.
Oh my God. Literally what we're doing is causing these other countries so much goddamn pain.
Oh, yeah.
And suffering. Needless.
Yeah.
Pain and suffering. Like, it's just insane.
Yes. And we're paying $4.23 as a nation per gallon.
Yeah.
The price of crude oil, I think, went up to like $118, the highest it's been in a long fucking time. Like, it's just awful. Okay. Let's move on.
Okay.
To this weekend.
Oh, God. Okay.
President Trump, there was an assassination attempt on his life.
Uh-huh.
For the first time in years, Trump decided to attend the White House Correspondents Association dinner last weekend on Saturday.
Yeah, his first time ever as actual president.
Right. Now, in all fairness, at this point, the whole thing is just stacked with right-wing journalists. So I will say that a lot of people
was there.
I know a lot of people have come out and said this was super like sus and clearly it was staged. And listen, I am on board with his campaign trail maxi pad ear shooting as staged, as inside job 100%. But I do honestly believe that this was a for real thing. The kid has been making anti-Trump comments to his family. He made a manifesto that was very clearly anti-right wing. There's just no way. The fact is we know his name. Like, I still don't know the name of the kid that supposedly shot Trump in the ear, but I definitely know this guy's name. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
like that I can believe, but this one I believe is real. So basically the Trump, it's Freudian slip. The White House Correspondents Association dinner was held at a ballroom at the Hilton, I think.
At the Hilton. It's always held at the Hilton. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Apparently, what happened was this gunman was staying at the hotel. There are pictures of him where he took a picture of himself fully armed. He had guns and he had knives, which he legally obtained and carried on a train to Washington, D.C. He busted into the hotel foyer in front of where the dinner was, and shots were fired. He hit a Secret Service person who was wearing a vest and was released on Sunday, so came out okay. But we know that the Secret Service jumped on Donald Trump, escorted JD Vance out, escorted Trump and Melania out. Everyone else like hid under their desks or their tables. I did not see actual video or picture footage of the event. I know it exists, but I've heard there are pictures of Stephen Miller using his pregnant wife as a shield.
As a shield? Yeah, I have lots of thoughts on all of it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay,
yeah.
What are your thoughts?
So, first of all, I will say, full disclosure, what I hate that this fascist administration has done to me is I immediately Saturday night said, "There's no way this shit is real."
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Global ratings are in the goddamn toilet.
Yeah.
He can't get us out of this war in Iran. Like, this is the first time he's bothered to show up between either presidencies. The first time since Obama roasted him endlessly when he was still president. Like, all these things, right? And so then, but I've seen like Caitlin's video. I've seen Jonathan Capehart's video from the event, that kind of stuff. But it was interesting to me, the different videos I've seen. They got Vance off the dais before they got Trump off the dais.
Yeah.
RFK Jr., all of the security detail, like their wives just got left behind, including Melania. She has her own Secret Service as First Lady. I don't know why she was left under the table until someone came back for her. Like RFK Jr., you see them like rushing him out, and Cheryl Hines is like trying to furiously catch up. Stephen Miller honking his wife's titty. He's behind her, and he's got his arm but literally his hand is on her tit, and his Secret Service agent is behind him. So you could take it one of two ways. You could take it as his unborn child and his wife are being used as human shields, or you could look at it as he had her in front of him trying to push her out, and his Secret Service agent is behind him. You really could look at it either way. I just got a kick out of the fact that he's honking her fucking titty while he's trying to get out. But then, because I'm also like, why is the Secret Service agent behind both of them? Like, he's using her and Steven. He's the one with the gun. Why the fuck isn't he in the front? But But what I will say is, the other thing that I was just like, we're supposed to believe that this guy got a shot off at the Secret Service and lives to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Like, 6 shots were fired, only one of which was allegedly his. These other fucking idiots are out here shooting their gun 5 times, and he doesn't even get hit once.
Not once.
But the other thing, though, for me is that I think beyond all of that, whether it was staged, whether it was not, I think what is even worse is the ineptitude. Like, these Secret Service agents are very highly trained. Like, anytime the president is at a function, it doesn't matter that this was a private function. As soon as he decides he's going, they assume control over security. So the fact that this happened on their end, there has been Fox News footage that is leaked of these 2 Fox anchors that are standing in the lobby talking about how the security is so lax. They've just got 2 girls holding the doors open. People were talking about how Simone Sanders talked about how nobody checked her credentials. There was no asking her. The ticket was digital, and there was no way to prove it was her ticket. Yeah, April Ryan was on MSNBC the next morning talking about how lax the security was. And every part of our administration, like the highest level, were sitting in that fucking room.
Why? Why was it so lax?
That's the thing. And so for me, I'm like, we look like fucking clowns. Like, this is fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
That
if I were the Secret Service, I would be pissed. I would be so pissed.
Well, and there's rumors now that like Susie Wiles is maybe going to be on the chopping block. But then she has said allegedly that the guy that's in charge of the Secret Service was not her pick, but the boys, Don Jr. and Eric, wanted him because they know him or some kind of connection. So that's why Trump appointed him. And now we've had all these fucking Secret Service fuck ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it just also was interesting because that's the same hotel Reagan was shot outside of.
Yeah.
And when you go back and watch those videos of Reagan being shot, that the fucking Secret Service, like they literally bent him over and fucking headfirst ram him in the back of the limo.
I remember that. Yeah.
When I
not that I was alive during Reagan or anything.
Correct. No, not at all. We've totally watched it as a historical documentary in school. Yes, 100%.
Indeed. When I watched it in school, I remember that.
Yes. But when
in the 2000s, when I was in high school,
not in the 1900s, that's ridiculous.
Not in the 1900s, no ma'am.
But when you watch them, the Secret Service agent comes out from behind a curtain and pulls JD Vance by his shoulders like this, grabs a hold of his suit coat and yanks him backwards and turns him to get him out. When they go to get Trump, one of the Secret Service agents jumps in front of the table and another agent is trying to like help get him up. But I'm like, this is not what when I've watched different things with the Secret Service, including like the Kennedy assassination, like there is no fucking around. There are multiple of them and it is up underneath the armpits and we are bum rushing you the fuck out of here. Like, just like they did to Reagan when, you know what I mean? Because they didn't even realize he'd been shot. He thought his rib had been broken because the agent fucking bent him over
shoved him in the car
and he'd actually been shot. So like these Secret Service agents are not behaving in a way that past agents have shown in similar type situations to have behaved. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know, but does it surprise you?
No, because just like the thing in Butler, Pennsylvania, they allowed him to stand stiff-spined and he's doing one of these with his fucking fit. What are we talking about? We got a guy sniping from the fucking roof.
That's why that was staged. That's why I believe that was staged.
Yeah, like none of this makes any sense.
It was a perfect photo op.
Well, and just like the guy at Mar-a-Lago fucking trying to sniping through the goddamn bushes. And we didn't shove him down into the nearest fucking, hazard and cover him with our body. That's your job as Secret Service. Like, this is what I mean. I'm like, it's so fucking embarrassing.
It is. You're exactly right. It is absolutely embarrassing. Yes.
Like, at this point, it would be better if it was staged because it would explain the ineptitude of the Secret Service.
Yeah. So I hadn't heard that. I heard that Susie Wells and Kash Patel are both on, like this could come back to haunt them.
Yeah.
But I hadn't heard that part about where it was Eric and Don Jr. that had picked this head of the Secret Service.
They were pushing for the Secret Service. Yeah. And then like Dana White was there and he's all like, there's video of him like being all excited about this. And like and then he was doing videos about how he wanted in on the action, and all this kind of shit. Oh, and in the Stephen Miller picture, you can clearly see Trump in the background where they had gotten him off of the dais and he's standing behind the curtain and he's watching what's happening out in the ballroom. You can see him. Yes, you can see him in the background of the photo watching, and he got asked about it. And this is also where, we've talked about Trump and his homosexual tendencies. And he was talking about the reason he was watching is because, he's seeing all these big, beautiful, strong, men coming in to protect and all this kind of stuff. So he was watching it and all this kind of shit. But I'm like, why were they letting him stand there?
I know. What kind of Secret Service would let him watch?
I'm saying.
I know. That's insanity. But also, ew.
Also ew. Also ew. But it doesn't make any fucking amount of sense.
And I just want to make sure everyone watching knows that I'm saying ooh specifically because it's Trump penis that I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, no. Because
gay sex is
we're fine with that. Yes.
Right.
Yes. It's because Trump. He is so refusing to just accept that part of himself, which is why he's so hateful towards the queer community.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, why are you just letting him stand back there? Like, he's literally just standing there. Like, you can see him.
Yeah.
It's
wild.
Yes.
And it's so indicative of a Secret Service that clearly doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And you and I talked about imposter syndrome last week. Oh, girl.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I also thought I did see the video of America's
Widow, Erica Kirk.
America's widow, Erica Kirk, crying as she's exiting.
Go home.
I just want to go home. And
fuck you.
So many memes about, they can't handle this, but we ask our children to all the time.
Exactly fucking right. Yes. And we're not going to do anything with it. No, now we need a ballroom.
Yeah. That's what we're going to do. To your point. So this is how Trump responds, is that this is clear why we need to have a ballroom inside the White House.
Which is so asinine on its face, because this was a private event. This was not an event being held by the White House.
And it's still going to be protected by the same Secret Service that just allowed this to happen.
That's right. Because if it had been an event held by the White House, it would have been held at the White House.
Oh, yeah. The shooter left the manifesto. We talked about that. Basically, he said he is like, so he had like this whole tell my students I'm sorry, tell my friends I'm sorry. You might be asking, why did I take it upon my hand since I'm half black, half white? And what I would say is that no one else is stepping up. You might ask me, like, as a Christian, can't you just turn the other cheek? But I can only turn the other cheek if the transgressions against the, person are against me. And I'm seeing so much badness happening in the world that I got to stand up for others. But the one thing that he did say is he's no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. So Trump decides to go on 60 Minutes. And is interviewed by Norah O'Donnell, who asks about the manifesto and specifically reads that line out. Trump's response was typically unhinged.
Oh, God.
But I would like to just point out here, the manifesto did not mention Trump's name. Mm-hmm. Norah O'Donnell did not mention Trump's name. Mm-hmm. All he said is that he's no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. He gets interviewed by Norah O'Donnell, who asks about the manifesto, reads the portion I just quoted. Trump responds with, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people. Horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody. Norah, stone-faced.
Oh, God.
Gave the greatest, shocked response on the planet. I'm sure you saw it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you think he's talking about you?
Fucking Emmy. Give that bitch an Emmy.
Give the bitch an Emmy.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, you think he's talking about you?
Yeah.
He didn't mention your name. I didn't even think about you.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah.
Are you any of those things?
Yeah. Everyone in our government is sitting here. Literally every part of the succession of our government is sitting in this room. It could have been anyone. Of you.
Yes. And so he responds back, excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated.
Why does he always say that when it's not fucking true? We aren't all capable of figuring out it's not true.
Because there are people that are just dumb enough
that's true, that do
still
believe
in him.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I read the manifesto. He's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that, because I'm not any of those things. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace. But go ahead. Let's finish the interview. And then he added, you're disgraceful. Okay. Obviously, he's not been exonerated. Come on, dipshit.
No.
But I have to say, that was a good 30 seconds diatribe of just going off on
oh my God,
how terrible 60 Minutes is, how they're all horrible people. And she does not crack a millimeter.
Oh my, good for her. Good for her. Yeah.
Yes. Like she does not shaken. She's not shaken. She doesn't respond to his insults.
I can't believe he was willing to do an interview with him.
I can't either. I mean, it's 60 minutes. So it's like, you know, you don't expect
an interview with her before and he was a dick to her. You know what I mean?
I know. And I'm surprised he also didn't get up and walk out.
Yeah.
But the fact that she sat there just 1000% stone fucking faced. Do you think they're talking about you?
Yeah.
I die. It's
yes. And I don't know. He had called in to, it was probably Fox and Friends or some shit, but he called in to somebody the day after I think it happened.
Yeah.
And because there's a video of him when they're trying to get him off the dais because he falls. Oh. Because again, they're not supporting his weight. They're not. Well, It's not even that they're not gentle. It's that he can't fucking walk.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? And so then they're just trying to escort him. Like they are, I don't even know that I want to use the word rushing. They're not doing what I think they should have done, which is one on each side of him and you just pick him up and go. And you're walking him. Do you know what I mean? Like they're trying
especially since he's only 215 pounds?
Exactly. And yeah, you didn't have to go very far to just let him stand behind a fucking flimsy curtain. So it's fine. But he falls. And so I didn't see the beginning part of it. I only saw his comment, but something got said to him about him falling. And he's like, I didn't fall. They told me to get closer to the ground. With your face? Like it just was so indicative of like, falling is a weakness. Like, why not just say, yeah, I fell. Like they're rushing me off the stage because we're in a crisis situation. I couldn't keep up with them. Like falling is not like it's not fine.
Not a sign of weakness.
Yes,
it's not a sign of weakness.
Correct. Yeah. But see, to him, it is.
That's how like that is the true Trump derangement syndrome is not understanding like the reality of and perceiving everything as a weakness or strength. And like, it's so batshit crazy, Nicole. I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't really think that it was probably a staged situation at all. I just think that there is enough fucking clowns in this government that everything looks like a fucking setup.
Oh, I know.
Because of the absolute ineptitude.
Well, and after the Jesus picture, most of his base, well, I should say a lot of his base started to go back and assume that the assassination attempt was a conspiracy theory. So I think having this happen so close to that really like caused people to start thinking about it. But again, that's just my take on it. But I do think that this is for realsies. And then we're back to hating on Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Before the event, Jimmy Kimmel had done what a White House Correspondents Dinner introduction could look like.
Yeah.
And he cracks a joke about Melania saying, our First Lady Melania is here. So beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's amusing.
And this was like 2 days before, right? It was like 2 days before the event or something. Yeah.
Yes. Of course, Melania is up in arms. He should be fired. I can't believe he would say this. Trump, same thing, up in arms. Can't believe he would say this. I agree with Melania. He deserves to be fired. The FCC announced today that they are asking Disney to become subject to early licensing renewals because they believe that they are violating FCC rules with their DEI initiatives.
Here's the thing, though. They didn't even comment on the Jimmy Kimmel thing until after Saturday night happened.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes.
And then they worked it all up into being like, he was wishing death on Trump and wishing, and that he was somehow involved in this assassination attempt. Like, it was fucking crazy.
I know. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. So, yeah. So now the FCC is ordering a review of all of Disney, who is the owner of ABC, that they're going before the FCC to have all of their licenses reviewed. So,
and it also kills me because Melania is really going to get out here and tell Jimmy Kimmel that he needs to change his rhetoric, considering who she's married to. The constant tweeting from him about how he's glad that Robert Mueller is dead, how he's glad that Rob Reiner is dead, how he's glad this, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, give me a fucking break.
I know. You do not have to tell me like this false bullshit is absolute fucking bullshit.
With the pearl clutching over this shit.
It's the pearl clutching and it's so fake and it's so false. You're absolutely correct. 100%. Okay. So this is what's happening in the world of Trump and all of that. But speaking of wishing death upon people.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the drama with James Comey?
Oh, are we back on this? Is this the beach thing?
Yes. So they have now indicted Comey a second time on charges of threatening Trump's life.
Oh my God.
So apparently he posted a picture of himself. He posted a picture on his personal Instagram page of seashells that are on a beach. Then they are spelling out 8647. He got a lot of flack from a lot of people. He took the post down and he put up a response that said, I posted earlier a picture of some shells I saw today on a beach walk, which I assumed were a political message. I didn't realize some folks associated those numbers with violence. It never occurred to me that they would have. So I took the post down. I apologize. Like that's basically what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
They finally indicted him again and he surrendered today to the DOJ.
He did?
Yep. Yes. That happened today. Turned himself in.
This can't have legs. Like there's no way that this actually has legs and is going to go anywhere. Like
no way. Sorry, my ankle was itching for anybody who was wondering what that was about.
Totally fine. Yeah, anyway. Like there's no way that this is going to have legs and actually go somewhere.
That's I'm sure why he turned himself in is because he's like, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Bring a suit against me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, Trump has done that same kind of shit. Oh, I mean, worse. This man posted videos of the Obamas as apes. He has done all this shit with the January 6th protester. You know what I mean? Like,
lawmakers. How about someone needs to go teach what's Nancy Pelosi a lesson? Like,
yeah, and then her husband gets hit with a hammer. Yeah, and that's what kills me is because again, like in any other fascist regime, they're the only ones that have the freedom of speech.
That's right. Yep, that's exactly right. So yeah, so that was a fun little.
I didn't realize I didn't know that he'd surrendered. That all that was happening. So
it just happened today. So the surrendering to the DOJ just happened today. Okay. The Supreme Court gave a bunch of rulings today. I want to talk just a touch about the. So they threw out the Louisiana contested congressional map. They called it unconstitutional gerrymandering in a decision that could have implications for this year's midterms. That's how CNN described it. Okay. So here's the thing. I had to look up. I didn't get it. I thought I had to look this up. And so I don't know if anyone else is like confused. I was confused over tossing out a map that they were saying included racial gerrymandering.
Oh, yeah.
And liberals being against it because it always seems like as liberals, we don't want, you know what I mean? Like, I know that I don't want my entire Black community to only be represented by one district.
Right.
When I have, we have a large Black community in the area that should be represented in the same way that our white communities or whatever communities are. Right.
Yeah.
So I was really confused by this. And especially because it was like everyone saying it's a blow to Section 2 of the Voter Rights Act. And the decision there. And I, again, didn't really understand it. So I had to go in and even like get on the Department of Justice website, read about it. I don't know. So what I have deduced is that the Voters' Right Act basically said, and tell me if this is how you take it as well, that if districting unfairly places all of a single race into one district and they are not accurately represented, that is not allowed just because it basically said that if the way the districting works unfairly represents a specific minority, that's not allowed and a state will be forced to redistrict. So Louisiana has, I think, 6 or 7 districts. I can't remember what they said. at the time that in 2024, I think it was, only one district was represented by a black constituents, a black majority, when 30% of the state of Louisiana is actually is black. And so they were saying that, they sued the state and said, no, you have to have at least 2 districts or representing 1/3 of the total number of districts have to be represented by predominantly black districts. So they introduced this new map that said, okay, now you have 2 districts that are predominantly black and the rest are predominantly white, to better coincide with how the state's racial segregation is kind of illustrated. And if I said any of that wrong, feel free to leave us a comment. Let me know, because again, it was confusing to me. I'll be honest. So anyway, so the law basically said, yep, if you can show that black people are unfairly represented, then we can force the state to redistrict. What the Supreme Court did was said, not only do you have to prove that the way that the districting is done unfairly represents people, you have to prove that it is intentionally against the minority. Like it's intentionally wanting to go against the minority. And of course, all the lawmakers are like, that's all near impossible to prove, because no one's going to admit that. No one's going to say that part out loud, even though we all know
that's why they're doing what they're doing. Yeah.
We all know that that's exactly why they're doing what they're doing. But they basically came back and were like, anytime we never want to force any type of racial segmentation inside of redistricting maps. So good or bad, if we're redistricting because of racial disparity, sorry, that's just how it is.
Wow.
So what this means is that it is likely that Louisiana will lose one of their predominantly black districts. It also, we saw that today, I think it was today, Florida passed their redistricting map, adding 4 more seats to their, and 4 more likely Republican seats to their redistricting. Louisiana has until May 16th, that is their deadline, to pass a map before midterm elections. A lot of other states now have an opportunity. So if like Washington, Oregon, Minnesota, one of the states California that hasn't redistricted yet, wanted to go ahead and put forth a new redistricting map, we're getting to the end where it's like, okay, you're going to have to get
shit or get off the pot.
Or get off the pot.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But this obviously, it's bad enough that we're losing the 1 seat in Louisiana. But I think an analysis by NPR or PBS or something was like, this could result in a forced redistricting of up to at least losing 14 different districts that were created in response to these voter rights laws.
God.
Yeah. So not great news. Also came out that it's likely that SCOTUS is going to side with Trump on Haitian and Somalian temporary. Oh God, I'm going to say this wrong. Is this the visa thing? Yeah, the visa thing. So we know about the Voting Rights Act. We just talked through that, and then likely. Did you hear about this?
I did. I don't have any details on it, but I think more or less what it is it's to keep them from being able to get temporary visas to come into the country if they're using maybe the justification for it as they're fleeing violence from their home country or something like that. So they're going to be allowed to deny them.
Yeah, so the court is considering whether Trump administration properly ended temporary protection status for Haitian and Syrian nationals, is what the SCOTUSblog.com website says. And it sounds like it's likely that they are going to side with Trump and say, yes, he was in the right to be able to end temporary protection status. So the SCOTUS is, you take one step forward and two steps back with them.
100%.
Is that the truth? Okay.
100%.
I love how I'm like, ain't that the truth to my own comment?
Well, it is the truth.
It is, but good one, Jaime. Like, good job.
Good.
Okay. Other news from today is the Federal Reserve announced that they are not going to lower rates, which I'm sure infuriates Trump to no degree.
He'll be twatting about that at 2 a.m.
Oh God, 2 a.m. He's going to be so fucking pissed about this.
Yeah.
We know that Jerome Powell will no longer be the chairman of the board, but I guess it sounds like they get to just stay on the board for however long they want to, because he's basically like, go fuck yourself. I'm going to stay on the board until they're done with my DOJ probe. Once the DOJ probe is done, then I'll leave. And this is like unheard of, that once the chairman stepped down, they leave the board. And he's like, no, I'm going to stay.
Yeah, maybe you should wrap up that DOJ investigation if you want me gone.
Indeed. Exactly. You want me off this board, then you should probably like end that DOJ investigation on me. So definitely that. Okay. Let's talk about ICE for a second.
Okay.
I had the dumbest story ever about ICE, which is that someone had posted that they should change the name of ICE to the National what is it? The
Immigration and Customs Enforcement.
Yes, Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency, so that people would have to be forced to call them NICE agents instead of ICE agents. Right.
Jesus,
Trump, of course, thought this was
stupid.
Right. Trump thought this was a great idea. It was like, oh, I think that's great. Let's do it. So we'll see when that change is made. You, on the other hand, have more information on the Renee Good, the officer that murdered Renee Good.
Yeah, I have like 2 ICE stories. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me your ICE stories.
Okay. So the first one I have is from The Guardian. So they're building a new detention facility specifically for children and their families at one of the nation's most PFAS contaminated sites. So PFAS, which those are the forever chemicals that, So the England Air Force Base, now called England Air Park, is a former military facility in Louisiana where the PFAS levels in the groundwater have been found at least 41 million parts per trillion.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's really bad. That's really, really bad. Like when I worked for the plastic packaging company and all this PFAS stuff came out, we had to do major like hauls in the packaging once they started, because of the PFAS regulations. So federal drinking water limits for several PFAS compounds range from 4 to 10 parts per trillion, meaning the levels have been at least 575,000 times higher than the limit. Military bases are often contaminated with high quantities of PFAS, but England's groundwater has shown the highest levels ever recorded and is among the most PFAS polluted sites in the entire United States.
What does it do to you? Gives you cancer?
It can, and kids are very susceptible to it. Yes. It's like what was in, like when you watch the stuff on
like Aaron
Teflon,
Brockovich?
Like Teflon.
Oh.
Yes. And Aaron Brockovich and that kind of shit. Yes. So England is also contaminated with other highly toxic chemicals such as TCE and a range of volatile organic compounds, as well as asbestos in the barracks. The base likely draws its drinking water from elsewhere, but the chemicals are in the soil and the air, which is the problem. So this is what I also thought was interesting. The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement, "We have no new detention centers to announce at this time," but the EPA and ICE refused to comment. Project officials told The Guardian in March that the lease for the site was being finalized and would be operational within 60 to 90 days. But so Department of Homeland Security is like, we have no new facility coming?
Well, in all fairness, they can't pay for it. They're not paying the person that would tell the guy.
So true.
Hey, by the way, this is happening.
Yes. So
like, in all fairness.
Yeah, they accumulate and do not naturally break down. They're linked to cancer, kidney disease, liver problems, immune disorders, birth defects, and other serious problems.
Good
PFAS,
Lord.
yeah, PFAS is a common ingredient in firefighting foam, which is used at airports and military bases.
Oh,
And
I drink that all the time. I'm fine.
Totally fine. And the
Yeah.
Department of Defense is in the process of phasing them out because of the toxic substances. But the fact that this is specifically being billed as an ICE detention facility for children and their families,
yeah,
is what fucking kills me. Like,
I know. I mean, here's my thing. Here's my thing with this.
Yeah.
Like, if the intention is to have a detention facility where we don't have to separate families and we can keep them together, then okay, I would rather, you know, I can't kill me now before I could be separated from my child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
like,
I do. Yeah.
If I have to go through this horrible thing,
yeah,
I would rather go through it. Like, did you watch Orange is the New Black? Did you watch that show at all?
I've never watched it.
There was, at the very end, they really hit home on ICE. And they had this lady, and she described having her child taken from her and not knowing what happened with her child. And Nicole, I don't know. And this is totally fictional, but I know it's happening all the time. I don't know if I have cried harder at a television series ever. A TV episode. I told you, so our lovely Nicole is delving into West Wing, which I love this journey for you.
Yes.
And I told her, like, my very favorite episode in the entire universe is the Stackhouse filibuster. So for anyone that loves it, like, to me, it's chef's kiss. And I cry and cry and cry and cry in that episode. This was worse. This was the worst thing I've ever. So if the intention, in all fairness, which it's hard to believe that there's any good intention here, is to keep families together, I'm all for it. But don't fucking build it on a nuclear fucking fallout site.
Yeah. Don't use a military facility that you know has 575,000 times higher.
No shit. When it's supposed to be 4 to a trillion, not 400,000.
Right.
4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Somebody said that the deed records show the property is restricted to industrial use only and is questioning why the site is being used for housing.
Good question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
tell us about
there's
the
that. And then
murder.
Renee Good. So Renee Good, the ICE agent who, this is coming from the Independent, ICE agent who fatally shot Renee Good in January has been quietly reassigned to a different state and allowed to continue working for the federal government.
Of course he is.
Jonathan Ross, is his name. So the Independent contacted the Department of Homeland Security for comment. Of course, I don't think really got one, but they're saying that they don't have sufficient grounds to investigate him, allegedly.
What?
So they've
you have a video. What are you saying to me?
And it's his video.
Again, you look like such fucking dumb shit fools.
Yes.
You look like such fools.
Yeah. So shortly after Good's death, reports emerged that the Trump administration had allegedly opened and then terminated a civil rights investigation into Ross's response to the incident. An initial review determined there was insufficient grounds to investigate him, though the investigation appears to have been abandoned shortly after. The FBI said in a statement that such decisions were not made by the FBI. I'm sorry, what?
Who are they made by?
He murdered an American citizen.
Who are they made by?
Yeah.
Because the what they don't say is it was made by Donald Trump. Donald Trump decided not to do that, right?
Yes.
Like, we know that.
Yes. So the FBI still continues to pursue evidence in the case with our federal partners, investigating the shooting incident as well as the ongoing violent criminal actors and their funding sources. The facts are the initiator, and the facts do not support civil rights investigation. So
when are we going to get paid? Like, I keep hearing that we're all paid actors. When do we get paid?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. I can't wait for that day. I'm looking forward to it.
I know. I mean, we're pretty vocal. I'm waiting for that to happen.
Yeah. So he's been quietly reassigned, continuing to go about his business and live his life after he called her a fucking bitch after he shot and killed her.
Yes. Which was caught on multiple cameras at
including
multiple
his
angles.
Own body cam.
Including his own.
Yes, ma'am. So there you
this
go.
is
There's
where we
that.
are in the state of the world today.
Yes.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love this journey for us.
Yes.
Okay. The last item I have before my premature happy ending.
Okay.
Is, so you had mentioned before we are 60 days into the government shutdown? Is that what you told me?
Yeah. No.
60 days.
No. We are. Yes. Yeah. 74. 60 into Iran. 74.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we're 60 days Iran war, 74.
Yeah.
TSA came out with numbers. 1,100 people have left the TSA so far. And they are saying that in order to fill that many jobs is going to take months and months and months. So if you're planning on traveling anytime soon, especially because TSA money is going to run out again, it is likely that we are going to have summer travel impacted by these TSA issues.
Which is what they wanted. It's in fucking Project 2025.
You're not wrong. Donald Trump has put a date of June 1st that he wants the Mike Johnson to be able to put a bill on his desk.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Of course, as of right now, they're saying that's not going to happen, but they have a whole month, so we'll see what happens. But in all fairness, I will refuse to travel if I have to get one of these fucking passports with Donald Trump's fucking face on it.
Have you seen it?
I looked it up when you told me about it because I did not believe you. Yeah. I'm like, oh God, Nicole has fallen for some crazy ass story and some crazy ass thing.
I had a boomer moment.
Yes. I'm like, oh, Nicole's like, yes. The Prince of Nigeria told her that Donald Trump's putting on his own face on passports. And I'm like, she can't be serious.
I mean, the good news is it's a special edition passport that's coming out of the Washington Passport Agency while it is still available. Like, it's a limited edition. Get it while it's hot. Like, it's like his meme coin shit. So, but you know how pissed I'd be if my passport agency was out of Washington and I didn't realize this was happening and I get my fucking 10-year passport in the mail and I open it up and this fucking clown's face is inside of it?
I would pay any amount of money. Go anywhere in the country to avoid this.
Yes. So literally, this is what sickens me about all of this. And this is just, we've talked about it multiple times, everything in this administration. But this is the statement that came out from the State Department spokesperson, Tommy Pidgeot. I don't know how to say his last name. He's a dumbass. Doesn't matter. As the United States celebrates America's 250th anniversary in July, the State Department is preparing to release a limited number of specially designed U.S. passports to commemorate this historic occasion. These passports will feature customized artwork and enhanced imagery while maintaining the same security features that make the U.S. passport the most secure document in the world.
That's so weird.
The dick sucking that happens. Yes. I can't fucking stand it. But so his image is superimposed over the Declaration of Independence and an American flag, and then features his signature in, of course, gold tacky lettering. And then
it looks like another Jesus picture. Like the picture,
like a meme picture.
Yeah, it looks like an AI picture. It does not look like a real picture of him.
Yeah, a famous painting of the founding fathers signing the Declaration of Independence will be featured on another page. The State Department, I thought this cracked me up. The State Department did not immediately respond to a request for information on whether an image of a sitting American president has ever been included in a U.S. passport before, because we know the answer is no.
We know what the answer is. Yeah. That's right. We don't need the State Department to confirm this. We know what the answer is.
Yep. So and then this Olivia Wales, a White House spokesperson, said in a statement that Trump's new patriotic passport design provides yet another great way Americans can join in the spectacular celebration for America's 250th birthday, and that Trump continues to proudly lead a renewal of national pride and patriotism during our historic semi-quincentennial celebration.
I am so mad. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's just like the need to put his name and his face on everything.
Everything.
Is fucking bizarre.
Yes. It's not bizarre. It's the act of a narcissist.
Yes. 100%.
We know what it is.
Yeah.
It's not weird.
Yeah.
We've known plenty of narcissists. And if they could have put their name on everything, they absolutely would have.
You're right. Yeah.
Out of curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. What was I going to ask? It's gone. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
so thank God
I'm
we
glad
have our
I'm not getting
passports and
my
they don't
passport
expire
anytime soon.
Yeah, thank God they don't expire anytime soon. We don't have to fucking worry about getting this goddamn jump scare in the fucking
And I
mail.
got AJ's for his trip early, so I'm
Good.
covered.
Done.
So,
Yes.
shoo.
Yeah, because if that would have been a serious fucking jump scare. I'd have been goddamn livid to get that in the fucking mail.
Girl.
And have to use that for 10 fucking years.
Oh yeah. And again, I would use it for what I have to use it for and then immediately get it replaced. Go fuck yourself. Like, no, it's not going to happen.
Yes.
Okay. The one ray of light that I have, my premature happy ending.
Yes.
I almost said premature ejaculation.
Ejaculation. I was waiting for it. Yeah.
Premature happy ending. Pam Bondi is being forced to testify. They have a date.
I love
She is going before the House Oversight Committee on May 29th.
And so we assume probably still going to be behind closed doors, or are they even saying? I assume probably behind closed doors, right?
I didn't look in the article that I was reading.
Yeah.
So I will look.
They may not have said yet, but yeah.
I would assume it's behind closed doors.
What day is it? May 29th?
May 29th.
Oh, that's a fucking Friday? I work from home on Fridays? Yeah, bitches. I won't have to worry about missing it. I should be able to have it on.
Especially if it's like wide, if it's all record. Oh, God.
Yeah. She testified.
So the House Oversight Committee, several Democrats had filed charges of contempt. I don't know that anything was ever done with them, but she finally came through and agreed that she was going to testify on May 29th. So right after hubby's birthday, maybe we can have a celebration of the demise of Pam Bondi.
I love it.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So she clearly got scared and realized, I don't have a choice but to do this. Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right. So,
okay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I love this journey for us, Pam Bondi.
Yes.
Pammy Joe. Isn't it Pammy Joe?
Yeah, Pammy Joe.
Yeah.
Christy Lynn and Pammy Joe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. That is all the news that I have. Nicole.
Yeah. You want your happy ending?
Happy ending.
I do. It's coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. I like, my boss is from Charlotte. Well, not from, but he lives there now.
Oh, well, nice. Then he
will
really
that was weird. Like, that was weird.
No, but I mean, it's, I don't know anybody in Charlotte, so good.
If my boss happens to listen to this, he'll enjoy the little,
Exactly. The little shout out.
Indeed. Yeah.
So 6,500 volunteers got together inside the Charlotte Convention Center. This initiative was started by Lowe's. And I'll get to it, but there were other groups involved as well. But 6,500 volunteers worked around the clock to build over 10,000 beds in 24 hours for kids who do not have a bed of their own.
Oh, I love that.
Yep. So, more than 140,000 children across the United States are currently waiting for a bed, according to Sleep in Heavenly Peace, which is a nonprofit. That deals with this. So they got partners like Bank of America, Honeywell, Rebuilding Together, and the Charlotte Hornets NBA team to come together with Lowe's and build these beds. So the teamwork and coordination they're saying is crazy. So to turn 200 miles worth of raw lumber into 10,027 beds, they used 2,000 gallons of stain, over 730,000 wood screws, and 18,000 sanding discs. They were in 16 lines, with hundreds of people moving in sync, cutting, sanding, assembling, finishing, each step building on the last step.
Yeah.
So, all the hands and hours. It says when the noise and tools had stopped, thousands of finished beds were stacked and ready to head out to families across 36 different states via the 110 different chapters of Sleep in Heavenly Peace.
That's awesome. Do they show pictures?
Yes. So there is a picture of all of the volunteers, like in their assembly line, like working, and then farther down there's like some cute pictures of like Lowe's people in their Lowe's vests and stuff, like with their tools and everything. So I'm on Good News Network, but and then there's a bunk bed. There's a picture of a bunk bed that they made with a Lowe's pillowcase.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 24-hour build. Good Lord. Can you imagine 24 hours?
Yeah. They built 10,000 fucking beds in 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
They have pictures of them building too.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like that would be a lot of fun.
Oh, and you would just be like, you'd just be hyped up from the energy of everybody around you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. But
what a
24
very cool,
hours.
like, volunteer thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe my boss did it. I'll ask him.
You should ask him. Ask him what the heck was he doing. I don't
April
remember.
15th and 16th?
Yes.
I will. I will ask him.
See, inquiring minds need to know. Do we have a picture of you in your little Lowe's
What were
vest?
you doing?
Exactly.
Because I know what you should have been doing.
Exactly. Were you like helping out your fellow man? Were you volunteering? Do you guys get VTO?
So we have for our company, they have like a website that we track volunteer hours because one of our manifestos is about how like helping our communities.
Yeah.
And so to your point, like because we're a company that doesn't have dedicated like off time.
Yeah.
You just take off when you want to take off.
Yeah.
They definitely encourage us to take time to go do volunteer events.
We get 8 hours a year to do volunteer time because the idea is that like you would just take one whole day of VTO and go volunteer. But I was able because my boss let me con her. And so I do lead for Reed. So the entire school year, I go every Tuesday and work with second grader and we read together. But so mine is way more than 8 hours once you total it all up, but I'm also salary. So like, who cares? But I think it's great. This would be on a whole other fucking level.
I know like 24 hours would be hard. That would be hard, but it would be cool.
It would be
I wonder if they are doing anything like that here. We'll have to go check it out and see.
I had no idea.
Mark would love doing that as well. I think
so would Jamie. Yeah, like that'd be so cool. Yeah,
that'd be fun to do together.
So
all right. Well, I love this. They're out solving the problems and getting kids beds, which every kid deserves a bed for sure. So I love that. Okay. Well, that is all I have for this evening. I appreciate all of you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share our videos with your friends, especially with friends that love Donald Trump, because we really enjoy those people.
We do.
I was going to say something else about some time that, next week I might not be available for podcasting until later. So just as an FYI, if you're looking for a video, it probably isn't going to come Thursday or Friday like these videos have been coming lately. It'll probably be later in the week because I am going to be out of town. So just wanted to put that out there for everyone. Nicole, you and I can work out whatever our schedule is, but wanted to make sure you knew that I wasn't, arrested and sent to some ICE detention facility.
Yeah, you're not going to the PFAS facility in Louisiana.
I'm not going to the PFAS facility. Exactly. That I have a out of town event that I have to go to. So just as an FYI. With that said, we hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your week, a great weekend. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.